Folks, it may interest you to know. You may find it interesting. As a patent attorney who's been doing this for 23 years, how often I see a particular syndrome where a husband and wife, a husband usually, has ideas for inventions and is something less than a 100% happy marriage, maybe unhappy with his marriage, maybe unhappy with his job, maybe unhappy with his house, with his truck, with his transportation, or with other aspects of his life. And they sometimes, inventors retreat into a private space in their mind where that is their safe space where they can forget about all their troubles because this invention is going to save everything. This invention is going to save my marriage. It's going to save my financial situation. Folks, you should not think of it that way. Don't think of inventions as doing that. The chances of you losing every cent you have put in to marketing and selling and inventing and perfecting some kind of invention, the chances are very high. They're above 90%. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It means that you should be careful how you invest and know when it is to admit that, okay, this just isn't going to work. But what I see a lot, I have seen this a lot in 23 years of practice with individual inventors and small businesses and smaller clients. Although I have worked with very large clients too, but with smaller clients is I'll see that they're inventing something as kind of a courtesy to their spouse. Oh, after this does real well and sells a lot and I pay the house off, we'll take a trip to Hawaii and I'll tell her, honey, I did this for you. Let me assure you, if your marriage is having trouble, inventing like that, I got the dog gone. If your marriage is in trouble and you got some kind of pet invention, it will not save your marriage. It will not work. That will not be successful. That will not have the effect that you want it to have. You need to get that out of your head. If you got a problem with your marriage, forget your invention and work on your marriage. Now, there's other YouTube videos on this channel that I made, that I excerpt from other movies, specifically Good Will Hunting, with Robin Williams and Matt Damon, where Matt Damon confronts him and says, maybe you married the wrong woman. He did. He did. And Robin Williams reacted very violently. If you're inventing, and you think in some way that's going to solve all the problems in your marriage, then you're an idiot. And you need a psychiatrist, not an attorney.
95, but it's the only mop you'll ever have to buy.
But I don't want people to buy one mop for $20 and never have to buy another mop again. I'd rather they keep buying our mops at $5 50 times, 100 times. Look, you were broke, bored, you had an idea. So what? Other people have ideas. Go home. Please, take care of your family.
Well, that was a pretty insulting and patronizing way to put it. I actually have the same advice for a lot of my inventors. Your invention should not be a refuge from the fact that you're dissatisfied with your life, that either you're broke or not making anywhere near what you wish you were making, or that you're tired of your house, you're tired of your marriage, you're tired of your job, you're tired of your car or your truck, and you want to make changes. Great, make changes. But pursuing inventions as a route to upgrade your life, I very seldom see it work that way. This is not something that is a good modus operandi to start from. If you're bored and you're unhappy with your life and unhappy with your marriage or your house or your job, people tend to retreat into a private space in their mind. It's known as a type of inventor's psychosis. And they think that my invention is going to get me out of all this. And that prevents them from having to feel the real sting and the pain of the situation they're in. And it becomes kind of an escape or a fantasy. I hate to say it, but my law firm has a lot of clients where that is clearly the case. And they are utterly and absolutely wasting their money. They're not commercializing anything. They never have any chance of commercializing anything. Please, folks, don't be one of these. And two, if you're a inventor watching this video and you're thinking of engaging my law firm and this is your situation, think real hard about whether you want to step up and make the commitment. Patents cost $9,000 and they may take 3.5 years, maybe less. Might be 7, might be $8,000, but probably it's going to be in the range of 9 after all said and told. Now those costs are spread out over 3 years. But if you're just bored and you don't know the marketplace at all, notice that Joy had never been into hardware business in home appliance or home product business. No idea how any of that works. Without any exposure to that atmosphere, it's going to be a lot harder. And that's the same for the rest of you inventors. If you're coming into a completely new marketplace you don't know anything about, you've got a problem. Now, if Joy had made something that had something to do with Eastern Airlines and customer service and things like that, some kind of mechanism for enhancing customer service in some way, she could have sold it to Eastern. But this guy, patronizing and negative as he is, and this really did happen to Joy, the core of his message is right. And I sometimes say this to my inventors. I fire clients. I tell them I don't think this is a match and I don't think we can or will represent you. The fact that you're unhappy with your marriage, or you're unhappy with your job, or with your house, and you think this is going to change it, you need a shrink, not an attorney. Thanks for watching. Let me know any other topics you want me to discuss. This YouTube channel is to help you. This is for information. I want to hear from you, and I want to know what things are on your mind.